Hey, Maximizers. Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer. I'm a business coach and I help coaches reach the next level in sales in their business. Okay. I have been coaching since 2019. I started my business back in 2018 and I was teaching women how to coupon and how to budget. Then I started teaching women how to start side hustles and YouTube channels and make money on their own terms. And in 2023, I decided that I wanted to be a business coach because I wanted to help women make more money consistently doing something that they love. And now I actually help coaches make consistent sales in their business. I help businesses make consistent sales using social media. So that's who I am. That's what I do. Like I said, I've been coaching since 2019 and I have absolutely fallen in love with it. And for today's live, I want to talk about making your business a priority. Okay. I want to talk about making your business a priority. Whoops, hold on. I forgot to turn my screen time off. Hold on. Okay. I want to talk about making your business a priority. So let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from? Let me know in the chat and let me know what your business is. If you have a business, let me know what your business is. So what city, what state, what country are you watching from? And then what is your business? Because we're going to talk about how to prioritize your business. How to make your business a priority. Because I can tell you this, if your business is not a priority, you are most likely not going to make any sales. You're most likely not going to see any growth. The business is most likely not going to do what you want it to do if it is not a priority in your life. Okay. So let's talk about making your business a priority, but let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I respond to all the comments. I'm live on all of my platforms: TikTok, Instagram, 2 YouTube channels, and a Facebook page. I'm very interactive. I love listening to your comments and learning where you're from and learning more about you and your business. So feel free to share in the chat. But we're talking about making your business a priority because when I started my business, I had a very demanding 9 to 5. I was working close to 50 hours a week. And I had a little kid. Kinsley was like 4 years old at that time, going to daycare every day, like all the things. And there came a point when I decided that like I need to be serious about my business. I had started my first serious side hustle a year before. So I had started this business in 2017 and it was recruiting nurses. And I started that business, but I didn't love that business. I didn't enjoy that business. I did not make that business a priority. I just started a business because I've always wanted one, but I didn't start it doing something that I liked. And I started it for the money I could make. And I wasn't making that kind of money because I wasn't dedicated enough to that business. It was not a priority. So when I started Chris the Maximizer, in the beginning, I was just like, let's see how this goes because I started it as just a YouTube channel with really no expectations. I didn't have any expectations for my YouTube channel in that first year. But something clicked. Once I reached my 1,000 subscribers, once I got monetized, it clicked like, if I keep with this, good things will happen. I can only grow. I can only make more money. I can only build a bigger audience. I can only reach more people. I can only help more people if I get focused. But I need to make my business a priority. So I stopped eating lunch with my coworkers. I said, I'll eat lunch with y'all once a week. I worked during that hour. Okay. I did not stay late. I'm not doing any extra projects and I'm not working at home. So those 50 hours I was working, your girl cut that down to the 40 in office only. I would send a few text messages on weekends to follow up with candidates. But outside of that, I was not doing anything extra. I don't want no extra projects. Don't ask me. I'm not available. Because in that moment, it was January of 2020, no, 2019. When I got my first YouTube paycheck, it was like $342. That was the day I decided that my business was going to be a priority. That was the day I made the changes in my life to make my business the thing for me. And my 9 to 5 was just a 9 to 5. It paid the bills. It paid the bills, but it was not my everything because sometimes you'll be in jobs, maybe not as much now post pandemic, But jobs would make you feel like you should be grateful that you're here and like money shouldn't motivate you. But really, I'm here for the paycheck. But we had to tell this fake story of like, oh, we like helping people, which isn't wrong. I like helping people. But in the way that I'm helping people in here, I'm helping people to get the paycheck. If there was no paycheck, I'm not coming here every day. And there's people like, oh, I love my job. I would do it for free. That job, hell no, absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. Absolutely. Put an X in the chat. Well, no, don't put an X in the chat. Put a money sign in the chat if you ain't working for free. The job that you have right now, you ain't going to work for free. Like, I am not going to clock in at somebody's job for free. Like, I didn't have that much joy about that job. What I do right now, what I'm doing right now with y'all, right now, this I'm doing for free. I don't get paid for this unless y'all want to drop me some gifts on TikTok, give me some supercharge on YouTube, but I don't get paid for showing. Like, I love this. I literally do this for free. Almost every day I go live. I go live 4 times a week. I do it for free, but I'm not clocking into somebody's job for free. You can miss me with all of that, right? I see a lot of X's, right? We not. We are not clocking into that job for free. So I'm here for the paycheck. And they would make you feel bad if you said, like, I'm here for the paycheck. Why? I like my job. I enjoy what I'm doing. I don't like dealing with y'all, but I like the actual act of my job. It's like my sister when she was a teacher. She was like, the kids were never the problem. She loved being a teacher. The kids weren't the problem. The parents and the politics, the problem. That makes you not want to be a teacher, not the kids. It's never the kids. It's always the parents and the politics. So I decided that my business was going to be a priority. And I decided that my business was not going to be just a side hustle or small business forever if I did not take it serious. So the first thing that I did was I decided that my business was important. So if you're trying to prioritize your business or anything in your life, the first thing you have to do is rationalize to yourself, tell yourself, prove to yourself that, like, this is important to me and I'm ready to do the work that it takes to make this the thing that I want it to be. So I was ready to, work during my lunch break. I was ready to give up all the things I did with my coworkers. I was ready to, once Kinsley went to sleep, work 2 and 3 hours at night and work until midnight. I was ready to work for free until I made more money. I was ready to make my business a priority, take the classes, go to the conferences, hire the coach. Like, I decided that it was important and I was going to do whatever it took to make my business get to where I wanted to be. I was committed to doing whatever it took to grow my business, to grow my business. So you first have to decide, excuse me, that your business is important and you're ready to do the work. People make time for things that are important to them. People find the money for things that are important to them. So you have to sit with yourself and decide, self, my business is a priority. It's important to me. It's important and I'm ready to do the work. If you are not ready to do the work in your business, stop it. Don't even start it because you're only going to hurt yourself. You have to be in a mental space. You have to be in an emotional space to really be like, I'm going to put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, right? So decide it's important that you're ready to do the work. My second tip for you, remember I said you make time and you find the money? The second thing that you can do to prioritize your business is put time on your calendar. If your business right now is a side hustle, okay, you can grow a side hustle on just 1 hour a day. So I suggest to all of my new clients that are just starting out in business, my suggestion to you is 1 hour per day. I'm tired. I'm burping. I'm yawning. 1 hour per day in your business. And on one of your days off, 2 to 3 hours. So in a perfect world, you should be working 7 to 10 hours a week on your business. If you can give them people 30, 40, 50 hours, you can find 10 hours a week to put into your business. Okay. Where did I find the time? I stopped scrolling on social media. I was spending hours a day scrolling. Okay. It's a bad habit. A lot of us have it. But if I could spend 2 hours scrolling on Instagram, I could spend 2 hours in my business. Put a number 1 in the chat if you agree. If I can spend 2 hours scrolling aimlessly on Instagram, I didn't say posting. I didn't say DMing people. I didn't say engaging. I didn't say creating content. Scrolling aimlessly with no purpose. If I can do that for 2 hours, I can work on my business for 2 hours. So I stopped scrolling completely. Like, I think I gave myself, maybe I matched that energy, an hour a day to scroll. But when I tell you that first year of me being um with my YouTube channel and my business, I wasn't socially on social media. I was on social media for work. I did my Instagram stories, but I wasn't scrolling. Like, I would do my stories and I would get off Instagram. I would post my YouTube video and I would get off YouTube. I was not aimlessly and mindlessly scrolling on social media. That was a waste of time. I did not watch my shows in real time. Back then, I had DirecTV. We had Netflix, but people still had cable. People were just starting to cut the cord. Jailbroken Fire Sticks were all the rage back then. I just recorded all of my shows. The only show I watched live was in the summer, and that was when I watched Big Brother, because the live eviction, you got to watch that live if you can. Every other show I recorded, and Friday nights after I did my 1 hour of work, I would sit on the couch, get my favorite snack, drink a margarita, and just binge watch my shows. Kind of like how we binge watch them now. I would just sit and binge watch from the week. So I get to watch like 3 or 4 shows and watch them. But a show that came on Monday, it came on Sunday, it comes on Tuesday, it comes on Wednesday, it comes on Thursday. I stopped watching those shows. Okay. Already told you I cut back at work. I don't want to go out. I don't want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. Saturday was the family fun day with Kinsley. So I dedicated my Saturday. We took her out. I would go to Disney. Disney was my thing. Y'all know I have Disney annual passes. I would take Kinsley to Disney. We would go out. She would have birthday parties. We would do family stuff on Saturday. Once she was in bed, I would work the rest of Saturday. I would probably put in 4 to 5 hours on Saturday. Sunday was a working day for me. I didn't just put in 2 to 3 hours on my day off on Sunday. I worked the whole day on Sunday. I was a couponer. So we went to the stores in the morning. I edited and uploaded sometimes 2 and 3 videos of the day. We would go grocery shopping. I would prep. I was recording a crap ton of videos on Sundays. Okay. I also used Sunday to record any of my other sit down videos. So I was probably working a good 8 to 10 hours on Sundays. I was working 20 to 25 hours a week in my side hustle. I don't suggest you do that to start if you don't have the time. But at the bare minimum, you can find 1 hour a day. Even if it's 30 minutes in the morning, if that means you have to wake up 30 minutes for your kids and stay up 30 minutes after your kids, that's fine. I'm not an early morning person. Like, I'm just recently waking up earlier. Back then, absolutely not. I'm a night owl. I'll stay up till 1, get up at 6:30, go to work and do it again. So I stayed up and I worked like 2 hours every night on my business because I was that passionate about it. Now, do not exhaust yourself. Don't burn yourself out. Work within your limits, but you can find an hour a day for your business. In 2024, I want you to look at your screen time. Where are you spending the most time? If it's not productive, if it's not making you money, if it's not spending time like with your family, like if you're on a FaceTime with family, whatever, but even that, cut down those conversations. It doesn't have to be a 2 hour conversation. Talk to them for 30 minutes. Put that other 90 minutes to your business. If it's important and it's a priority, they will understand. Set those boundaries and work on your business. So you've got to open up your calendar and find, how can I fit 7 to 10 hours a week on my business? I started weekends at night and I was able to get out of my job. Listen, you have to start, Angie's. You got to start where you are and build to where you want to go. But you have to prioritize it. So open up your calendar and find 7 to 10 hours this week to work on your business. Literally, put it on your calendar, make it a non negotiable, like it's a meeting at work, like you're going to church, like it's the family reunion, like it's something you paid $99 for. Put it on your calendar, make it non negotiable. I am not available. I'm only available for my business. What other things in your life are sucking your time that's not meaningful? Spending time with your family, with your spouse, with your kid, with your friends, that's meaningful time spent. Wasting time on social media. Okay, you can watch Netflix, but you don't have to watch all 8 episodes right now, right? Can you just watch 2 episodes and put the rest of that time to your business? Because then it's like, is your business really that important to you? Are you willing to put in the time and the effort and the energy that it requires for your business? 7 to 10 hours per week, and it will change your life. 7 to 10 hours a week, it will change your life. Next tip is to set monthly goals for yourself. If your business is a priority, how are you monitoring that progress? How are you measuring your benchmarks, your goals, right? You have this big goal for what you want to do, but how are you measuring that? So sit down with yourself each month and decide, this is what I want to accomplish. Now for your business, I say like 2 goals a month. Any more than that can be a lot, especially if you're part-time. I usually just set like a money goal for myself and a client goal. I want to make $1,000. I have $100 product. That means I need to sell 10. I want to make $1,000. I have a $200 product. That means I need to sell 5. Unless you are working on something in the back of house, a course, a system, a product, and you have like a project goal, pick a money goal, pick a client goal, and go about your business and make that your focus for the month. So then you can show up for yourself in that way to make progress on that goal. But set monthly goals for yourself. You have to set a goal for yourself. You have to know where you're going, and you want to look back and see how far you've come, but you have to know what you're working towards and where you want to go. So set some monthly goals for yourself. The next way to prioritize your business, and this is my favorite hack that I've been doing for probably about a year. Instead of a daily to-do list for your business, I want you to make a weekly to-do list. I want you to put 7 to 10 tasks, things that you have to do to get to your monthly goal, down on paper for the week. You want to make a weekly to-do list. Why? Because when you are side hustling and you don't have a lot of time for your business, or even if you're full time and your life is crazy and you got to be flexible, if you have a weekly to-do list, it helps you to move forward. Because how many times have you had a to-do list for the day? You put 10 things on it for one day, knowing daggone well you're not going to get it all done. You cross 2 things off the list and you feel not accomplished. Put a 1 in the chat if that's you. You put 10 things on the to-do list. You do 2 things, but you see 8 things undone. And it defeats you. And you feel like I got nothing done. I wasted the day away. Versus when I do my weekly to-do list, okay? I put closer to 15 things on my weekly to-do list because I am full-time in my business, right? Each day in my block of time that I'm working, I pull out and I decide I'm doing this today. Oh, this will only take me 30 minutes. Done. This will take me an hour. Done. Oh, this is a task that's going to take me 3 hours. So let me do that 3-hour task on this day when I don't have any interruptions. It's a day where I don't have any calls. I don't have any meetings. I don't have to leave. I can just sit and focus on that. Sometimes by Wednesday, my weekly to-do list is done. And I can either give myself 2 days off or I start my next weekly to-do list. I start a fresh list and I work that list through Sunday. Sunday's my reset day. So whatever's not done on Sunday, Monday, I sit and I start a brand new list. So if there's 4 things from that second to-do list I made, they become the priority. And then I put probably 10 other things. I do closer to 15 things on my weekly to-do list. And every time you have time, 30 minutes in the morning, grab and do this. 30 minutes on your lunch break, you grab and do this. The weekly to-do list allows you to celebrate your progress and not feel like you're not getting anything done. Because it may feel like you're in a slow burn, and you probably are, right? It's probably slow. But if you do a little bit at a time, when you get to Sunday, you're going to be like, I completed my whole list. I'm so proud of myself. And you can sit down and be like, you know what? I'm working for an hour. Once you meet that hour, be done. And then you pick up with that task tomorrow. But I found that the weekly to-do list just allows me to make better progress and not overwhelm myself with what I'm doing for the day. Okay. And my rule is if something else comes up, if it's not urgent and due that week, like it's not something where it's like, oh, I need to respond to somebody or it's time sensitive, that goes on the top of my list for my next week's list. So if something comes up and it's not urgent, no one needs it today, it's not going to make me no money. Like invoices, anything that's making me money is urgent, is getting done. But if it's a project, a task, something small, that goes on next week. Why would I bog down my week right now with that and adding stuff to my list? I'm not adding anything. It's what's on this list is what I'm doing. And unless something urgent comes up, it can be added. Everything else is going on for next week. It's going on for next week. And I pull off my weekly to-do list and I make my daily to-do list. And then I'm like, okay, from my weekly, it may say outline videos. And my weekly task may say outline 12 videos. I don't want to do all 12 today. So on Monday, I'm going to outline 6. And I'll do the other 6 another day. I just know by Sunday, I need 12 videos outlined. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Edit 3 YouTube videos. I like to do them all in one setting, but maybe I don't want to edit all 3 right now. So on Monday, I'm going to outline 6 videos. I'm going to edit 1 YouTube video, and I'm going to respond to all of my emails. Those are the 3 things that I'm doing from my weekly to-do list. Some of those tasks can be broken up, but the point being, I'm not giving myself 10 daggone things to do in a day and feeling not accomplished. And I'm full-time. And my schedule is so flexible. There's some days where I'm sitting down and I'm working 9 hours. Then there's some days where I work like 90 minutes. And there's some days where I'm like, I'm taking off today because my weekly to-do list is pretty much done. And I don't feel like doing it right now, right? So the weekly to-do list also allows so much flexibility, because what if you have something that you want to do and you want to take a couple days off? So like for me, again, my schedule is really flexible. If I don't want to work on Fridays, I don't schedule anything on Fridays, and I try to have everything done by Thursday. Even though I do like working on Sunday, the couponer in me loves working on Sundays, and I get a lot of my creative work done on Sundays because there's no meetings. I don't schedule anything besides live, so I don't have to worry about it. So if I don't want to work on Friday, I'm not working on Friday. And sometimes I like to take Wednesdays off too, because it's in the middle of the week and it's just like, I've usually hit a wall by Wednesday. Wednesday, I always sleep in. So create a weekly to-do list. Next tip, get an accountability partner. This is good. I can do this. Yes, you can. Get an accountability partner, a biz bestie, a coach, or mentor. Basically, get some accountability. If you want your business to be a priority, you need to be around other business-minded people. Most likely, your friends, your family, your spouse, they're not going to understand the business mode. My family is supportive, but they don't always understand my business brain. My biz bestie, she gets my business brain. She gets it. She gets business and life. She's the best of both worlds. We've been friends for like 3 years now. We talk pretty much every single week. When I'm in Baltimore, we meet up. We try to meet up every week. Doesn't always happen. Matter of fact, I need to ask her what day we're meeting this week if we can meet, right? Get someone who can hold you accountable and help you keep your business a priority, who can challenge you, who can support you, who can encourage you. And yes, if that means that you have to invest and spend money on a coach, spend the money on the coach. It can only help you get better. I'm not saying that just because I'm a coach. When I hired my business coach, my life and my business changed because I didn't know what I didn't know. And I needed so much help when it came to grow my business. So I hired my business coach, and she was my coach for 5 years. I joined a coaching program. And in this other coaching program, that's where I found my biz bestie, because I was around like-minded women. I was around other coaches, and I saw her and I was like, I'm gonna ask her to do this thing with me. And then we did something together, and it ended up just being me and her. And then we just became business friends. It just happened. So be around those people. And sometimes what I've learned from wealthy business owners, you have to pay to play. Rich people just don't pay to be at a country club to be exclusive. They pay to be at the country club to be around the people. The networking gives you access to everything. You have to pay to be in the room. I paid to go to so many conferences just to be in the room with other people who are on a similar journey, or people who have already took this journey that I'm on that I can learn from. Like, you have to pay to be in the room. You have to pay to be around the people that can help you get to where you want to go. Like, I paid to be in a coaching program, and once I was in there, I was like, I don't really need this. But from that coaching program, I found my biz bestie. Me and her most likely would have never crossed paths if it would not have been for that coaching program. So investing in that program helped me find my biz bestie, and we have been friends for basically 3 years. I've met people at other conferences that I still talk to on social media to this day, and I met them at conferences where I paid to be in the room. Okay? I paid my business coach. That first $1,000 I paid her was so scary. But 2 weeks later, I made $3,000. I invested $1,000. I learned so much from somebody. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And 2 weeks later, I made $3,000 by implementing what she said. Insane. Get help. If you want a business coach, you're ready to grow your business, you're ready to make consistent sales, I have one-on-one coaching available. My one-on-one's main focus is to help you get to the next level in sales. So if that means you're new to business and you haven't made sales yet, we're going to help you make sales. If you're making money, but it's not consistent, we're going to help you get consistent. So the way the one-on-one works is that we sit down together and we look at your goals. What are your goals for the next 90 days? What do you want to be? Where do you want to be in the next 90 days when it comes to sales? What does that look like for you? We create a plan, we create a strategy, and then I walk you through that strategy for the 3 months that we work together. There's 10 coaching calls that you get with me where I'm going to help you implement that strategy to get to your next level of sales. You also get access to text me and voice message me every single day as you walk through that journey to get to your next level of sales. This is to support you, encourage you, hold your hand, and help you get to that next level. So, whether it's social media, systems, or team, I'm going to help you put a plan together to help you get to the next level in sales. And sometimes it's your mindset and your audience because people try to sell without an audience. And then some people just don't think or believe that they can do it. And you got to have some mindset shifts. So, I do have one-on-one coaching available, 3 months, 10 calls, weekly Voxer access to me. It is $2,500, but when you sign up in June, you save $500 if you pay in full. So you only pay $2,000 if you pay in full, and the payment plan is 4 payments of $550. And we will be together for 3 months. We start in July. So if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, send me a DM at Kristen Maximizer on TikTok or Instagram. Hey, Nicole. And I'll be more than happy to chat with you about what it would look like for us to work together. We do a sales call, make sure all of our ducks are in a row, and then we jump into one-on-one coaching because sometimes you are in your own way and you can't see it. Thus, you haven't decided that your business is important and it's a priority and you want to take the steps to get to where you want to go. So, those are my tips for prioritizing your business. Are there any questions? Any questions? Any questions? I have one more coaching call after this, and then I'm going to lay down. I've got to lay down because my head is like, girl. Any questions about prioritizing your business? Quick recap. The tips are decide your business is important and that you're ready to do the work. Put the time on your calendar. I suggest 7 to 10 hours a week to invest in your business. Find the time, put it on your calendar, make it non-negotiable. Number 3, set monthly goals for yourself. Sit down and decide what 1 or 2 things do you want to accomplish for the month. Choose a money goal and choose a client or product sales goal for the month. Number 4, create a weekly to-do list. I feel like this is going to be my new thing. I feel like this is something that I need to talk about a lot more when it comes to to-do lists because I used to be a crazy sticky note girl. I'm a daily planner, but I think the weekly to-do list is a game changer. And I feel like the way in which that I use it has been game changing. And when I give that to my clients, they freaking love it. So create your weekly to-do list and then get support, accountability partner, mentor, coach, someone to help you while you go along the journey. If you're interested in working with me, like I said, I have one-on-one coaching available. Slide up in my DMs at Kristen Maximizer on TikTok or Instagram. Okay. So I don't see any questions. If you have any questions after the live, again, you can slide up in my DMs at Kristen Maximizer. But I'm going to take a quick rest before I have to do my last coaching call of the night. So I do want to thank you guys so much for joining me. It is a pleasure. I love getting on live. I love interacting with you all. And I will see you all really soon. Bye.